Ooh, we have a challenge from Can We Do It? Did we already play Can We Do It? I don't think so. Doesn't seem like it. If we have, I already forgot about it. So there we go. I've been asked to play... Ooh, it says... My opponent is basically saying good luck, have fun. Maybe using different words. Okay. Sicilian. Okay, let's go Wing Gambit, because we're doing a Gambit show. I remember. Yeah. Internet issues distracted me from what the show is all about, which is about giving pawns away, keeping the queens on, and checkmating the opponent. Oh, and, you know, possibly having fun. Possibly. On a good day. We already had one pretty fun Sicilian. I wonder if Queen H5 is a good move. Look, I'm threatening almost checkmate on F7. It's not actually all that easy to stop. He can-ish go G6. E6 is a better move, though. Let's go F4. Plan basically involves throwing some pieces at his king. Now, I don't want to go knight F3 because that blocks my route back for the queen. Okay, I can now. I was intending to go knight H3 to G5. Again, more sophisticated chess on hack attack. Ugh. Losing the ability to speak. That is a Monday problem.
Hash attack is a very different show, Tom.
Yeah, I know. I think that's something you play against Bong David. Anyway, moving very swiftly on. My opponent plays D5. That feels like a pretty sensible move. We're going to retreat the bishop back and do some castling. Some castling is a good idea. I think he's going to play rook e8 and try and set up a cunning tactic with bishop c5 check. But given that I predicted him setting up that tactic, I would be very, very foolish to then fall for it. He does play the check anyway, but I have blockaded the e-file, not dropping the queen. Okay, he really wants to win my queen, and I really, really, really don't want to let him do that. I'm going to bring my queen round to g3 or h4. We're going to return to... I want to checkmate my opponent, and that is the entire plan I have for this game. It's a good plan. Why would you come up with a different plan? Okay, is queen g3 best here? It's a good enough move for me. He has to play bishop e6 here, I feel. And then I'll come up with a really stonking good move. I like stonking. Stonking is a good word. What about rook f4 to h4? And he goes g6. It's not good enough. I'm actually going to need these two pieces in the game. So let's go bishop f5 and d4 and knight d2 and knight f3 and knight g5 and queen h4 and queen h7 and checkmate. Okay, he's cunningly prevented knight g5. Okay, we're going to carry on with the plan anyway. It might have to switch to double... Oh, he's trying to swap the queens off, and I'm not allowed to do that. Queen has to go across to d3. Okay. Whew. So if takes, I recapture with the rook, swing the other rook over. I wasn't expecting him to do that, but... Very kind of you, sir. Now I'm using almost all my pieces. This bishop on b2 is something of a spectator, though. We will see what we can do about that. Knight jumps into f3, eyeing up that h4 square, possibly in some positions. Knight f8. Wondering about e6 as a gambit. It's not all that convincing. But is it unconvincing? Or words to that effect. Let's go bishop c1. Let's reroute the bishop. He's going to play knight e6. I feel it in my fingers. Knight e6. Don't know what a good move is here. I am running out of good moves. Can I go knight h4, queen g4, something? Not really. I mean... I need something better than something. If that makes sense at all. And it's quite okay if it doesn't. Rook c8 is a good move. My opponent's getting ready to play rook c3 and distractify my queen away from f5. I really want to give up a piece, but it's all a bit rubbish. What about knight h4, queen g4, g3? I mean, maybe. I should have given up a pawn when I had the chance. Let's go back this way. At least that prevents rook c3. Does make me look a little bit foolish for my last move. Down to 45 seconds. Not all that great, guys. Not all that great. Huh, queen g4. Oh, he's going to go queen e4 here. Well, we have morally lost this game, as I cannot prevent the queens from coming off. Boo. I don't even like my position at all. Okay, I can take this pawn on b4. I didn't notice that. That at least gives me some hope. But rapidly running out of time. I might have to go for the pre-move defense at some stage if I'm not careful. What about knight e1? Is knight e1 clever? I mean, maybe. It doesn't get mated. But I am full of indecision. And, you know, things. Queens are officially off the board. But it's sort of okay, because we're still trying to checkmate our opponents. Okay, doubling rooks on the 7th. 7th rank heaven. Something, something. Plan. It's a plan, guys. We have a plan. He has a plan too. That's not so good. He also wants to put his rooks on 7th rank. He got there first. Oh, and he's going to win material. Panic? Okay, check. Checks are good. And then, check. Check again. Oh, it's checkmate! That's a good check. A good check. Yeah, my opponent says no! Or at least has no with lots of exclamation marks. Someone else? Yeah, okay. Let's see there. King h7, and the game continues with, you know, chaos on the board. Maybe I'd do something in this position. It was all fine. It was all fine. We didn't miss the mate in one. Okay, rematch. Can we do it? In the first game, the answer was not quite, but it was a good game. All right. There. Okay, I've gambited a pawn. Perfect. We do gambit, and then we follow it up with some moves. Okay. I was going to do a pin thing, but he castled out of it. So I think I'm going to get another bad position from the opening, and then we will see what happens. Kind of hoping my opponent doesn't go d5. So, you know, we know what move he's going to actually play here. I'm going to sit back and wait for the inevitable to happen. Told you. Let's take that off. Have to run away and castle up as quickly as we can. If bishop comes to g5, I'm going to have to come up with a good move. I don't have one, but I'm sure there is one that exists somewhere in the world. d6 is interesting, but probably just not very good. Starting to look for checkmates, but they don't really work yet. I kind of need a good square for my queen, though. This is kind of complicated. Don't like a bishop landing on g5. So going to put a stop to all of that nonsense before it gets started. A lot of people sending messages in chat saying, you know, please accept my challenges. All I can do is accept the first ones that pop up, and I do my best to change it up so that I play new people as much as possible. So, you know, we are on an awful lot. We're on every 2 weeks, guys, so I will try and get round to everybody eventually. But turns out there are a lot of people that want to play chess on chess.com, and that is wonderful. And I want to play all of you guys, but, you know, not all at once. Not tonight, anyway. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky. He's going for the pin of this pawn and threatening queen takes g6. Sneaky. But how are you planning to deal with... Hang on. He might actually have a plan. Knight e5, rook takes e5, bishop takes e5, bishop takes h6 is really interesting. I'm just going to sidestep. King out of the way of this diagonal. If bishop takes f7, I think I can play knight e5. So yeah, just getting out of that pin. Also, we are by no means the end of the fun on tonight's hashtag Chess Monday. I believe coming up straight after Hack Attack will be Danny Wrench with Blitz rules. So yeah, it will be even more fast-paced and possibly crazier than Hack Attack. You know, without some of the h-pawn dashes down the board. He's trying to go bishop takes h6 here. I only just cottoned onto that. My opponent's trying to mate me, guys. Can you believe it? I mean, how rude. I have a good mind to not let him checkmate me. But, yeah, he was trying to go bishop takes h6. Well, I'm kind of impressed with the speed that this guy manages to play at as well. I mean, he did end up blundering horrifically in the last game. So, speed isn't without its consequence. Which I guess is apt. But it does put me under a lot of pressure. Because, I mean, I'm not just playing games of chess. I have to think of witty and amusing things to say. Or, you know, at least things to say. Would not be so much fun if this was all done in silence. I mean, probably some people would prefer that. But then again, you don't have to watch. You could just follow the games on chess.com. So, yeah, I'm going to assume you all want me to carry on talking. He says as he stops. I was just starting to analyse f4 and I realised I can play knight h5. He can also go h4. I was hoping I could still go knight e5, but to be honest, I hadn't calculated it at all. Feels like I am in trouble. Is knight e4 a way of getting myself out? Panic, play knight e4. Okay. It's a move. We've played it. We have 15 seconds against 1 minute 30. It feels like we've been in this position before. So far, we have always managed to, you know, somehow escape. Let's go this one. This move doesn't lose instantly, therefore we shall play it. I might have to swap queens off in this game in the interests of not getting checkmated. But I'm going to have to go queen g4. Apologies, everyone. But, yeah, my pride is preventing me from losing a game. I, again, morally lose the game. But there's a big difference between morally losing a game and actually losing a game. Hashtag, whoops, it's an ending. It's even a rook and pawn ending. I'm going to accidentally try and demonstrate technique. Or go for a cheapo and, you know, something. Where's the cheapo? Cheapos don't work. Okay, 2 seconds. Push pawn, push pawn. King g3, rook f7 maybe? Let's go f4. And rook here. King up. Ah, we're getting mated. We're getting mated up to g3. Oops. 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 That's not how we do... That's why you don't go into rook and pawn endings ever. Okay, feels like this has become a best of 3. Oops. Oops. It wasn't mate in 1 though, at least. It was mate in 2. Okay. Rematch? Okay, there we go. Alright, gloves are off. How are you going to deal with an H-pawn? H-pawn, 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 H-pawn. C-pawn. The commentary may suffer as I attempt to do bad things to Can We Do It. Okay, we haven't had some knights on the rim for a while. That's obviously where I've been going wrong. Too many gambits, not enough #knights on the rim. And then accidentally back in the centre. Okay. The speed that he played at definitely put me under a lot of pressure there. So if you're looking for how it is that you should try and beat me on hack attack, I recommend playing quickly but not blundering. It's as simple as that. Just, you know, keep playing very, very quickly and play good moves. I hope you're writing that down. It's like gold dust. H-pawn. We're pushing a pawn until it can go no further. If it gets to the other end, we get a queen. We win the game. We can't get it to the other end. Oh well. Let's continue to bring some pieces out here. Look, I'm even up on the clock in this game. I knew H4, H5 would get him. You know, at least in the opening. So it turns out my opponent got the moral victory and the actual victory. Which we're going to round down to 1 victory overall. But, you know. Can he win in the best of 3 mini-match, though? Queen d7 feels... I mean... I think I can just take this. I mean, I'm a little bit paranoid that I'm blundering pieces away. But who knows? Queen e7. Do I want to give a check, or do I want to go d4? I think I want to give a check. He'll definitely go king f8, because king d8, knight c6 wins the ball game. He might go bishop d7, but I don't think so. I think he's going king f8. He is going king f8. So now the question is d4 or knight c6, or any other move. D4, bishop e4, check bishop d2. It feels a bit meh. Let's go knight c... They both feel a bit meh. But this is less meh than the other meh. I no longer know what I'm talking about. It's been a long Monday, guys. It's been a long Monday. Oh... I mean, he wants another of those moral victories where the queens come off. I will try and find a way for that not to happen. But no promises. He might go bishop b4 and force. No, bishop e4 wouldn't force the queens off. Bishop takes d4 wouldn't force the queens off. We're just about okay on the queen front. Just about. What craziness is this? I think he's taking advantage of the fact that I'm tired and confused. How mean is he? Queen a3 is safe. I've now gone from having grand plans of how I'm going to, you know, win all of my games to, does this move leave a piece on pre? No. Okay, let's play it. My criteria for good moves has definitely lessened over the last half an hour. Just before the break, actually, yeah, just before we were rudely interrupted by internet issues, I won a nice game of chess with a nice checkmatey thing, and even a tactic. And since then we've been off our game. All right, can we do a gambit thing where we castle queen? Let's do a gambit thing. Look, have a pawn and then an exchange, and maybe I'll have comp, but probably I'll just lose. Let's go with probably I'll just lose, but at least it's fun. This time we are fighting back. The moral victory is going to us. The actual victory is going somewhere. Somewhere. We might actually lose a best of 3. That could be bad news. Ooh, we can go rook f1. Which rook do we want to go to f1? A rook. This rook. Look at the fun we're having, guys. Okay. You have that rook, I'll have that pawn. Check, check. King d7. Do we flick in queen d4 check? I think we do. Oh, we see that. Do we flick in queen e5? No, we don't. Oh, that's a draw offer. What was that? I heard a sound. I'm completely not imagining it, guys. I am not going crazy. Oh, he could play c takes b6. Really clever trick. Trying to get me to play queen takes c6, and then he goes rook c8, winning the queen back. Queen takes c7, rook c8 is also a clever tactic, but hang on. How many pieces does he have for the queen? 2 rooks and... Okay, right, this is complicated. He's got 2 rooks and a knight for the queen, but I've got some pawns and some checks. I actually really like my position here. Okay. This will be the final game of tonight's Hack Attack. Because Danny Wrench will be up with bullet rules straight after this. I'm down to less than 30 seconds. I should not be waffling about things. Check. We can do some checks and gain more time. We want to take that pawn off. Let's take that pawn off, guys. He no longer has rook c8 things. We can almost certainly pick up that knight at some point. Bishop check. We're doing more checks. More checks. More checks. More checks and checkmates. Excellent. We're going to end with a... Oh, look, he's gone king g8 and queen g7 checkmate. Whoa. Ooh, that was quite a best of 3. Many thanks to my opponent for a really entertaining way to finish tonight's show. Thank you to Can We Do It? And indeed, thank you to all of my opponents tonight. And John's opponents as well, for that matter.